Hey, how you doing today? Thanks for stopping over. Appreciate it. Good to see you. Well, hey, I'm just out here messing around in the kitchen, and I'm getting ready to make myself a cup of coffee. So I thought I would do that real quick. And yeah, make myself a cup of coffee. Nice dark roast organic coffee in the old crew rig machine. It's pretty good. I take that pod, how I make it is I take this pod, it's organic dark roast, and I'll put it in there and I'll punch a hole in it, because when it gets hot you can't hardly put a hole in the plastic, it kind of just sinks in. Then I turn around and do the other side, and I got two little holes in the bottom, and I will pump out, and I will pump out 2 cups of coffee. Now, as much coffee as I drink, I usually do 2 mediums, but if you do little smalls, it gets a lot stronger. I was using Tim Hortons coffee, but this stuff is, I like it better. I do like it better. It's always a stronger cup. So, and then when it gets done with that, I just pick this up and I'll turn it around, and you can see it's got the 2 holes in it. One you can't see, it's plugged itself back up, but that's the new hole. So basically what I'm doing when I'm making my coffee is I'm washing the grounds from one side to the other. So I'm able to get 2 cups out of one of them pods. Woo, doggy, that makes my coffee cheaper. Yes, it does. And do I have a coffee cup around here? Oh, if I do, I'd get one out. I'd say, hey, why don't you have a cup of coffee with me? And we could sit down and have a cup of coffee and shoot the bowl, or the breeze, whichever you prefer. So, I was watching some videos last night. I was feeling sorry for these guys that went through the same thing we did with black powder muskets and stuff. First thing we went out and did was, when we got the Flintlocks, was dig right into the Pyrodex. And we found out in a hurry that that's not Flintlock friendly. Now you can take a percussion pistol and you can use it in that, because you got the cap on there and it'll set it off down the barrel. But it just doesn't go up fast enough to get that flash in the pan that you need to get those things to go off real quick. They'll sit there and fizzle and fuzzle, and it's called super delay. So anyhow, I thought I'd throw this little video up there. Don't make them too long, because it takes them a while to upload, and I might want to do a couple other little silly things while I'm up today messing around. Well, my coffee's done. Now I got to get it out. I got this here cup. It's called a TAL. It started out like an amazing cup, let me tell you. It was amazing. Everything stayed so hot in it, and then all of a sudden when you're holding it, the outside of the cup started getting hot. I don't know what happened to it. It won't keep nothing hot, or it's just, well, it started out good, that's all I could tell you, and I give it 100%, but it didn't take it long and it went to crap, and it won't keep nothing hot. So my coffee gets cold really fast, but not as cold or as fast as it will in one of these ceramic cups. This is a ceramic cup. It says Grandpa on it. My grandson got that for me, so I drank out of that. It doesn't keep stuff warm very long at all. In no time you've got warm coffee, and then in no time you got cold coffee. So, all right, well, I guess I'm going to sit down and enjoy this. So maybe you'll make yourself a cup of coffee too while you're sitting there at your house trying to relax, and you'll say, hey, I'm going to have me some coffee, and you'll get up and make you a cup. Now, I don't recommend that the caffeine is that good for you. I'm probably overdosed on caffeine most of the time, because I drink a lot of it. Does it help me stay awake? I don't think so. I don't think it does. I don't think it does at all. Let me taste it. Yeah, it's definitely nice and perfect temperature for drinking. You don't have to worry about it. In this cup, though, this is a no spill cup. And it locks up and everything. It's a great cup. Even though it doesn't keep anything warm anymore, I still use it. I always use it because what it is good for is if you have grandkids or kids around, little kids, you know how they can't keep their hands off stuff. It's like, oh, whoa, he's going for grandpa's coffee. They get a hold of that and spill it, they're going to get burned. It's just going to be bad news for the little kid. You don't want your 1-year-old or 1.5-year-old just learn to walk and stuff, run over and grabbing your coffee and yanking it off the stand. It's not going to work. But this cup, it'll keep it safe. They've knocked it off. I mean, you can, well, I don't want to do it over the furniture just in case I'm wrong. But I think I could turn it upside down like that. Nothing comes out. When it hits the floor, which it has a couple times, it don't blow open or nothing either. So it doesn't make a mess. So it's still got a good use. It's sealing it up and keeping it safe from anybody getting burned. All right. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'm going to find something else to get into here for a minute and relax. Yeah, I got the dogs outside. They're out there messing around, enjoying themselves. We got a heck of a good rain last night. We thought we was going to have to buy some water for the swimming pool, although nobody's really swimming because school's back yet and everything. But they might want to. It's plenty warm out there for that. But it's not too warm. It's August, the hottest month of the year. So it's always hot in August. It really gets up there. I think my car gauge was saying it was 80s, something like that, upper 80s. Right in there. And it's probably hotter in around the concrete jungles where they keep pouring all this concrete and stuff like that. Make you feel like you're in some kind of fictitious global warming zone. Yeah. Science fiction. It's taken over everything. Science fiction is taking over everything! Ooh, ooh. That's right. Science fiction. It's taken over from the most important office in the world, clear down to the bottom of the gutter. Toodaloo.